I'm going to hit record. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural edition of the Tank Pod. It is a podcast about everything and anything. I am Uncle Kevin. Nephew Jack is with me as well. We had been kicking around the idea of doing this podcast for a while. We were going to talk about sports. We were going to talk about life, just fun stuff. Jack is a huge sports fan. I've enjoyed reading and chatting with him in the past. And once we got the idea to start this, all sports stopped. So we have kicked around some ideas. And the first thing we're going to do in this episode is Jack is going to teach me about the only sporting event going on right now, and that is Wrestlemania. So we're going to get into that here in a little bit. But first, Jack, how are you guys getting along down there being stuck in the house?
We're getting along pretty well.
No major.
No, nothing. I've been playing outside a lot because I don't really have anywhere else to go.
No, nobody does, man. It's we've had some snow up here this week, so we've darn sure been stuck in the house. But I know with the teachers, they're starting to do some of the online stuff. Have you guys started like an online curriculum down there?
Oh yeah, we're already. I think we're a bit more than halfway into it.
Okay, so what does that look like? So how, like, what are you doing? What classes are you doing? And kind of how does your day break down when you do that?
So I basically get from my main teacher. I basically get math, reading, writing, social studies, and stuff like that off of Google Classroom. And then I also get stuff from my other teachers, such as gym, Spanish, drama, science, music, and art.
So you're just set up in the bedroom and you get on and they have stuff ready for you, and then you're just going throughout the day.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's not bad. What do you think of that so far?
I think it's going pretty well.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I get through the work almost from 8 to 3. So after 3, I have a little bit of time to play outside or play video games.
okay. That is something we have kicked around up here is we might have to get a PlayStation because we're running out of things to do here at the house. So we've talked about doing that. When you're video game wise, what are the games? What are you playing? Like, what are your favorites?
I mean, I play a lot of sports games. Like my favorites include Madden, my MLB The Show 15. I've got NBA 2K17. I've got WWE 2K19. And like the non-sports games I have, I've got Fortnite. If you know
Okay.
what Fortnite is.
I know what the dances are. I've never played it, but I've seen the little wiggles that the girls do. I don't know that the Fortnite dances or what the TikTok videos are, but I've seen the little Fortnite
It's
dances.
basically a shooting game where you have to be the last man standing by killing all the other people off.
Oh, okay. So it's like Rambo, but newer. What sports now? You are a hardcore sports fan, so kind of break down what sport, whether it's collegiate, professional, whatever. What is your favorite sport?
If I were to have a favorite sport, I'd probably say football or baseball or basketball.
Okay, so you like them all.
Yeah.
Well, we've joked about it in the past. So I am going to get you into racing. You are going to get me into wrestling. So that is the assignment for the weekend for me. Is I have never in my life watched a Wrestlemania that I'm aware that I was watching a Wrestlemania. So, first of all, what is Wrestlemania?
It's basically the probably the Super Bowl for WWE, and it's basically one of the biggest events in sports entertainment.
Okay.
And one of the main things for a precursor is that the winner of the Royal Rumble match, which is another pay-per-view, will get to face the world champion at WrestleMania.
So it's almost broke down. There's like a bracket, like there's a tournament kind of style almost, or it's just an unwritten rule that Royal Rumble guy gets the big match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's basically so the first two competitors enter the ring, and you're eliminated when you're thrown over the top rope with both of your feet landing on the floor. I've seen some crazy saves with only one foot landing on the floor, landing on like something else. And every 90 seconds, a new competitor goes along, and there are 30 competitors, and the last one standing is declared the Royal Rumble winner.
Okay, so that's the rules for the Royal Rumble. Now, I mean, when I tell you I don't know anything about the wrestling, I don't know anything. So you're saying which federation is this that we're watching that's WrestleMania?
WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay, so WWE. Now, there are other wrestling federations that are on TV right now throughout the week. And what are those?
So there are 3 different brands for WrestleMania: Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
And so those are the guys, those are the 3 that could show up at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And the match card is already released. And there's only 2 competitors from NXT that are wrestling. The NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and a wrestler named Austin Theory.
Okay, so when you talk about the card, so this is going to be set up similar to like an MMA match or a boxing match where we know that kind of the undercards go and they are working their way towards the big match.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's set up similar to boxing or MMA. So tell me.
Some matches you can hit people with chairs and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little more aggressive. So then this card, the card that's coming, I think it starts tonight and it goes through tomorrow.
Yep. It's the first ever WrestleMania too big for one night. And it's the first ever WrestleMania that doesn't have a crowd.
Where is it at?
It's at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
when
okay.
Originally the main WrestleMania would have been in Tampa, Florida.
So it was scheduled to be in Tampa, and now they've moved it to their okay.
Yeah, it's like where the WWE wrestlers train and stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be like a big time. So this would be like having the Super Bowl at the Pueblo West High School field. Like they're doing a big show, but they're kind of doing it on a lot smaller scale arena.
Yeah, it'd be more or less the Super Bowl at just a training facility.
Oh, okay. So if you did it at the wrestling room at CSU Pueblo.
Or the Super Bowl at an NFL training facility.
Okay, gotcha. Dove Valley, if we had the Super Bowl where the Broncos practice. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to sit down. I'm going to give this an honest go. Tell me about the card. Like, what are you excited about? What are some things I should pay attention for? I do know, like I said, there's only a little bit of the just out in pop culture. I know Gronkowski is hosting it. So is that something the hardcore wrestling fans, like, are you guys cool with Gronk coming over and helping out with stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. That's really cool. He helped his friend, another WWE wrestler named Mojo Rawley. he helped him win a battle royal that's at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And surprisingly, they aren't having that battle royal at this WrestleMania. Well, anyway, there is one match that Rob Gronkowski declared himself. It was a match between Elias and King Corbin.
Okay, and so are they on their classes? Are they broke up by weights? Like, are there heavyweights, middleweights, welterweights, or is it just different guys wrestling for different stuff?
Yeah, it's just different guys wrestling, but there is a wrestling brand that's for cruiserweights only. It's called 205 Live. And on WWE 2K19, the wrestlers are split. They're just showing how much they weigh by heavyweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and super heavyweight, or people over 320 pounds.
Oh, so that'd be my one. That's the one I'd get into. So, favorite looking back, old WrestleManias. What is your kind of your earliest memory? What do you remember from early wrestling or early WrestleManias? Like, what are some matches that kind of stick out to you that you've watched in the past?
I remember the WrestleMania 3 match, the third WrestleMania between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, which was a great match.
Yeah, I saw that. ESPN had a thing the other day on their top 20 or whatever, and that was one of those on there.
Yeah. And WrestleMania 2 was the first WrestleMania to be held in 3 different cities. I know New York and Chicago were 2 of them. I can't remember the third one.
So they did it in 3 different cities at the same time, or they did it in like 3 consecutive days?
3 different cities in the same time.
Oh, wow. That's a way big deal. Okay, so now what we have looking forward to this weekend, tell me a little bit about the card and the matches that I should be watching for, and maybe ones that are going to be surprisingly good matches.
Like, pretty much all of these will be pretty good matches. Like, for example, the Women's Tag Team Championship match between Asuka and Kairi Sane, who are the champions. They will defend against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Okay, and then is that today or is that tomorrow, or do we know the order that they're going to be played in?
I'm not sure the order, but I just know the matches.
Okay, what's another one?
And the match between Otis and Dolph Ziggler. So the story for this is that Otis was supposed to go on a date with WWE woman Mandy Rose, but then he was a bit too late, so Dolph Ziggler came in and went and replaced him. And then yesterday on SmackDown, there was a weird thing that happened, and it showed like footage of Mandy Rose's friend Sonya Deville, like talking to Dolph Ziggler about Ziggler meeting up with Mandy, and then Ziggler and Mandy both got mad.
Okay, so I mean, you shouldn't date at work. That's kind of what the point of that is I mean, there's some things you should just not do in the workplace and date coworkers. But
it was Valentine's Day.
I don't know if that's an excuse. I don't know if it being Valentine's Day should mean it's okay to do. So I guess, okay, now the big match. What is the big one we're looking forward to? Like, who's the headliner of this deal? Or do you even know?
Oh, we do know. There are 2 different headliners. The first headliner is the world champion Brock Lesnar.
I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. He's defending the world title against the Royal Rumble winner Drew McIntyre.
Okay, I don't know anything about I've never even heard the name Drew McIntyre before. So what's his story?
It's a guy. He's basically a Scottish powerhouse wrestler, and his special move is called the Claymore Kick. It's basically a one-legged drop kick, while the other leg is like flying out the other way. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
And then,
he's that's not Sheamus though. Sheamus is
no,
different. Okay, gotcha.
Sheamus is the Irish guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then the other Universal Champ, and then the other match is for the Universal Championship. It was supposed to be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns, but because of Roman Reigns' health issues related to leukemia, Braun Strowman, he took his place, and now it's gotta be Goldberg versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title.
Now, do you see those? Going down like straight up, or are we gonna have? Excuse me. Do those guys got buddies that are gonna show up and help them, or like how wild do you think this is gonna get?
The only buddy that is between these four is probably Brock Lesnar's manager or advocate, as he calls it, Paul Heyman. And he seriously doesn't really do anything about it. It's just all, it may seem like some wrestlers would, interfere and help their friend get their way. But Paul Heyman, although Brock Lesnar wins so many matches, Paul Heyman barely even does anything.
So he would, like, if Lesnar's getting his ass stomped, this guy is gonna sit and watch it. Like if the guy brings two buddies in the ring with Lesnar, you don't think Lesnar's buddy's gonna jump in there and help him?
No. Well, for the first, so there are three reasons.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, there are three reasons. So the first reason, I don't think Paul Heyman would be able to fend off the other people because he's
not a wrestling type.
Yeah, he's large and in charge.
Okay.
The second reason, if one of the people's friends went in, it would be a disqualification, and Brock Lesnar would win anyway.
Okay, well, kind of. Like, I've seen, when I watch those replays of the old WrestleManias, I mean, there's one where I think it was the Mr. T episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where I think there were 11 people in the ring, and they still got a pin and declared a winner. So, I mean, is it really, or do they really follow the rules? Or, I mean, yeah, how do you end up with 11 guys in the ring?
That was a no disqualification match where you can't be disqualified in any way. And I do remember that I do remember the Mr. T match at WrestleMania 1, and I gotta say that was a good match. Okay.
Yeah, that's just I'm curious to see how we're gonna follow the rules, what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to see. I know some of the research I did. You talked about they are some of the largest watched television audience events every single year. So I'm excited about it. What time does it start? Do we know?
It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so what channel is that on for us?
It's pay-per-view.
Okay, so I got to get on. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do my pay-per-view here.
And, you could find like a free trial on WWE Network. Okay. It's accessible by tablet, computer, or phone.
Okay.
And it shows like different shows as well as every pay-per-view ever.
Okay. How long is this going to run? Like, what are we thinking tonight? Are we going to get 3 or 4 hours of wrestling, or how long will it be tonight?
I don't know. Because it's 2 nights, I'd expect both nights each to be not too long. I'm going to say 2 hours each night, maybe.
Okay. I can handle that.
2.5.
Okay, and it's night, so it's tonight and then it's tomorrow night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect.
So both times are at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get everything set up. I am going to watch tonight and tomorrow night. If I have questions and stuff, we will do some texting back and forth, and then we will sit back down on Monday night. I was just about to ask if you had anything going Monday night, but you don't. None of us have anything going Monday night. So I will. We'll sit back down and do this on Monday night, and we will do a recap of which WrestleMania is this?
36.
Okay, WrestleMania 36. We're gonna sit down Monday night. We will do a recap of it, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a whole slew of stupid questions. Does that sound good?
Uh-huh.
All right, man.
The 4 matches I told you about, that's like only half of them. You've got so many other matches on the card. We'll wait and see the outcome of those matches.
Okay, perfect. Do you have all of the card right in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, then I want you go through each match. This is the Jack picks a winner here. Go down and tell me who you think's going to win each match.
Okay. So the first match we have is the Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, will defend their titles against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. In this match, I have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross winning it, making them the first ever 2-time Women's Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
And then, so the next match, Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. In this match, I have Otis getting his full-on revenge on Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
And he's going to seriously maim him. Like, one time at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, another thing for revenge was that Otis was going to slam Dolph Ziggler through the Elimination Chamber pod, but then Ziggler sidestepped and he went through the actual chamber.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And luckily he's safe right now. And then the next match, it will be between Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley. I'm not sure this is a rivalry or any sort. It's just like another match for Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley. I've got Aleister Black picking up another win here on his ride to the top of the card.
Okay.
The next match, Elias versus King Corbin. In this match, I've got Elias with some my idea is that when the ref isn't looking, either Rob Gronkowski or Mojo Rawley will do something that helps Elias get the win.
Okay, so one more time. Which match is this?
Elias versus King Corbin.
So Elias and King Corbin, you're calling your shot right now. That's when Gronk's going to get in on some action.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like the only one.
Okay, we'll see.
Then the next match, the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits, a.k.a. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, will defend the Raw Tag Team titles against Angel Garza and Austin Theory. It was originally supposed to be Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza, but because Angel Garza, the United States champion, by the way, he is injured. Andrade is injured, so he won't be able to participate. So it's Garza and Theory versus the Street Profits. In that match, I've got the Street Profits retaining.
Okay.
Even though Zelina Vega will get into that. Andrade's assistant.
Okay.
The next match, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It's a triple threat match, which means 3 different tag teams will be in this match, and it's a ladder match.
Okay, so does that mean does that mean the triple SmackDown? Does that mean
it's basically 3 different tag teams, and the first team to climb up a ladder and grab the championship belt wins. And the 3 competitors are Miz and Morrison, or The Miz and John Morrison, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Hey, ho, ho, by the way. They're going to defend the title against the New Day, my shirt.
Very nice.
And the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. In this match, I've got the New Day retaining, although in the Elimination Chamber, Miz and Morrison retained their titles against 5 other teams. So I've still got the New Day winning this one. The next match, the Intercontinental Championship. This match was made 100% when Daniel Bryan's partner, Drew Gulak, defeated Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn's partner. And more, Sami Zayn's a manager, but he was able to pin Braun Strowman. So Sami Zayn will defend the title against Daniel Bryan. In that match, I've got Daniel Bryan winning the title all the way. Easily.
Easily. You're calling that easily. Okay.
Yes. And then you've got Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. This was basically, last month there was a rivalry between Seth Rollins, the Authors of Pain, and Buddy and Murphy. And they were up against like Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and the Viking Raiders. And now it's the top two competitors of them. Kevin Owens versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. In that match, I've got Seth Rollins winning.
Okay. Seth Rollins.
All right. And then the next match is a fatal five-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So basically, it's 5 women competing. And once you're pinned or you submit, you're eliminated from the match. The last person standing is the champion.
So they're all
Bayley
5 in there at the same time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bayley, who's the champion, will defend against her friend Sasha Banks, Naomi, Lacey Evans, and Tamina. In this match, I think I've got Tamina winning this. Last night in a triple threat match against Lacey Evans and Naomi, Tamina got the win, giving her momentum, and then she beat up Bayley and Sasha Banks all by herself after the match.
Just for fun?
Yeah, they were talking smack.
Just to make a point. All right, okay.
Yeah. And then you've got for the first time ever at WrestleMania, the NXT Women's Championship will be defended. Rhea Ripley will defend the NXT Women's Championship against the Women's Royal Rumble match winner, Charlotte Flair. So basically, Charlotte Flair was able to choose between Becky Lynch or Bayley. And then Rhea Ripley came in and then made the point that she could pick her. And then Charlotte picked Rhea Ripley.
Now Charlotte is Rick's daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
In this match, I have Charlotte Flair winning and becoming a 2-time NXT Women's Championship.
I gotta see Ric Flair. I think you guys have met Ric Flair, haven't you?
Yeah.
I saw him. I didn't get a meeting, but I saw him with it was like 4 years ago when Jen and I went to the Indy 500. Ric Flair was there. So, okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh, cool. Okay, the next match is the Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch will defend the title against Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. This was made a match the first major part of knowing that this match would happen is Shayna Baszler beating up Becky Lynch on Raw and eventually biting her on the back of the neck. And then there was the Raw Women's #1 contender Elimination Chamber match. Shayna Baszler won it. So it's going to be Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. I've got Shayna Baszler picking up the win here.
Okay.
All right. Then the next match, a last man standing match. It's where if you can keep your opponent down for a total of 10 seconds, for a total of a referee's count of 10, then you win. So it's going to be Edge versus Randy Orton. Ever since Edge's return the night after the Royal Rumble, well, by the way, he was out for 10 years with a neck injury.
I was gonna say the Edge and Randy Orton, those are old timers, right?
Well, Edge debuted in like 1999 or something.
Oh my goodness, okay.
And Randy Orton debuted in 2002.
Okay.
And so basically, on the night of his return, Edge and Randy Orton were once partners on a team called Rated RKO. The Rated R Superstar Edge, RKO, Randy Keith Orton. Keith is his middle name, by the way.
Okay.
And in in the reunion, Randy Orton RKO'd Edge. That's a special move, the RKO. And then like a couple of weeks next, Randy Orton was like talking to Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife, when Randy Orton RKO'd her as well. So it's gonna be Randy Orton versus Edge in a last man standing match. Here I've got Edge with the win.
Okay, they don't like each other, I'm guessing.
No, they used to though.
Okay.
And in the Royal Rumble match, Edge eliminated Randy Orton.
Okay.
Okay. The next match, a Firefly Funhouse match. It's a match that will be in the Fiend Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse when he's like a really happy guy and stuff. That's one side of his, and then the other's like a crazy sociopath. And
okay.
And then they're competing in the Firefly Funhouse. It's going to be John Cena versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I've got John Cena winning this one.
Isn't that guy? That's Cena, right?
You can't.
Okay, gotcha. See, I know a little bit. All right. So yeah. Cena, you got Cena winning. All right.
All right. Then I've got a Boneyard match. It's a match in a graveyard. It's going to be between The Undertaker and AJ Styles.
Of course, that's where Undertaker would wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only his first ever match in Boneyard, or second maybe.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. This was made when AJ Styles confronted it was at a Super Showdown match in Saudi Arabia, and AJ Styles thought he had won the Tuwaiq trophy when he was in a gauntlet match, where it's basically pinfall and it's kind of like a Royal Rumble match. And then he thought he had won it, but the Undertaker came in and then destroyed AJ Styles, winning the Tuwaiq Mountain Trophy. By the way, the Undertaker debuted in 1990.
In 1990?
Yeah.
How old are you?
10.
I was 10 in 1990. That's a long time ago.
Yep.
Okay, after Undertaker. Oh, wait, who do you got in Undertaker?
Undertaker beating AJ Styles.
Okay.
And then we've got the WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar defending the title against Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble. By the way, Brock Lesnar entered the match at number 1 and eliminated all superstars until the wrestler Ricochet came in.
Okay.
He wasn't able to eliminate Ricochet before Drew McIntyre came in. And with the help of a low blow from Ricochet, Drew McIntyre Claymore kicked and eliminated Brock Lesnar. And yeah, so Drew McIntyre he won, and he's facing Brock Lesnar. And this one is a really hard one, but I'm actually going to pick Drew McIntyre winning this one because he still has momentum all the way back from the Royal Rumble. And I bet he's gonna actually get some help from Ricochet because he was helped in eliminating Brock Lesnar. That's my prediction.
Right on. Is that the last match?
No. The last match is the Universal Championship. Goldberg will defend the title against Braun Strowman.
Okay.
And then Goldberg delivered an open challenge at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns answered the call, but because of Roman Reigns' health issues, Braun Strowman stepped in. And then in this match, I have Braun Strowman winning.
Oh, so you think Goldberg's going to get beat?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if it's Strowman, right, that's stepping in for Reigns?
Yeah. And
he's so if Strowman wins, that's Strowman's belt, right? Like, it's not tied to Reigns anyway whatsoever?
No. It's Strowman's win. By the way, Strowman has size advantage because he's 6'8", 380 pounds.
That's a big boy.
And I like saying these two different phrases. Number 1, I'm not finished with you. And
Who
then
is
the
that?
second one, Braun Strowman. And
Okay.
then the second one, get these hands.
Also Strowman.
Yes,
Okay.
because he has some seriously big hands.
Okay. Well, he said he's 6'8", 380 or whatever. That's a
Yeah.
big boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's
yep,
your card.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I assume you have that wrote down.
Yeah, it's on my dad's iPad on notes.
Okay, perfect. We'll get a copy of that, and when we post this, we will also, if I can figure out how to post this thing, we will write down.
I
will
didn't
put
write
down.
down who would win. I didn't write down who would win, but you can put down who won if you.
Yeah, as I follow along, we'll put it, and then we will review this, and we'll see how your picks turned out.
Okay.
Cool. Sound good?
Yep. Sounds good.
That wasn't too painful. I think we did good for a first episode.
Yep.
Cool. Right on, man. Well, I'll let me get this off here, get her saved, and try to figure out how to get it posted, and I'll keep in touch with you guys. But tonight, tomorrow, Wrestlemania, and Monday, we will get back together and talk about it.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.